So on that day, what we have done, we are loading the data from a file to table, right? So today what we do is, let's try to load the data from file to file. Okay.
Okay.
So further what we can do, so what is the difference to this mapping and that mapping?
I think
so
yeah,
now
we don't
in
need
the last session, what we did, just we loaded the data, loading the data from file to table. Okay, this was completed, right?
Yeah.
Now what is our requirement is file to file. Okay, from file to file. So what is the difference here? Here we are just loading the data into table, and here we are loading the data into file. In this case, what is our source?
Source, the file.
Source is file. Do we have any transformations in this?
No.
No. And what is our target?
File.
Table.
Yeah.
For this requirement, it is table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's try to identify the same thing for this requirement. So what is our source here? File, right? From file to file we want to load, and transformations we don't want to apply anything as of now. What is our target here?
Target is table.
No. Here target is file, because our requirement is to load the data from file to file. So you are extracting the data from a file, and you are loading the data into also again into a file. Here you are extracting the data from a file and loading the data into a table. So that's the reason you're loading into table means your target is table. So you remember the concept of ETL, right? So ETL is extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay. This is extraction. Extraction, from where you will extract, from sources you will extract, correct? Then you will.
Are you showing something? For me, it's not.
You can see my notepad, right?
No, I can't.
Just I think I shared on the single screen. I'm sharing now. You can see, I guess.
Yeah.
Now T is transformation. So if you want to apply any modifications to the data, we'll do it here.
Yeah.
Right. This is loading. So where we will load? Into the target.
Into our database.
Here we will call them as a target. So it can be a database, or it can be a table, or it can be a file, it can be anything. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this requirement, what we did in the last requirement, we loaded the data from file to table. So we are fetching it from file and loading into table. So whenever you are fetching from anything, that you will call it as a source, right?
Yeah.
When you are loading the data into something, then what you will call that as target. You are fetching from file, that's the reason you are calling it as a source. You are loading it into table, that's the reason you are calling it as a target. Okay. In the same way, here what will be the target? File. What will be the source? File, because we are fetching the data from a file, correct?
Yeah.
And we are loading the data into a file again. So your source is file, your target is also file. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference here between these two? This mapping, we have created a mapping this for loading the data from file to table. Okay, we have created this mapping to load the data from file to table. So what is the difference to the earlier requirement and this requirement now?
Here we need to transform from file.
This part is same, because you are fetching the data from a file is same. Okay, only your target is changing. Earlier your target is table, now your target is file. So further, what you can do, you have to create a new mapping. Okay, how we can create the new mapping?
There is mapping point.
Here you have mapping function. Go here, create a mapping, and what we are doing here, m_, file employee to target employee, again target employee file. Okay.
Yeah.
So here now we have to bring the source. So do you have the source structure already? So if you are using the same employee table, okay, where we have, for example, if you go to Informatica, right? Okay. This is Informatica. Installation, you have server info shared. Here you have source files. Okay. In the same way, you will have target files. Okay. Our file is there because our source is file and it is there in training folder. This is our file, right?
Yeah.
So from this file, you want to load the data. So do you have this structure already with you in Informatica? Did you define this structure?
Yeah.
Where can I see that structure now?
This.
If you go to
Source.
sources, we already have a flat file here. We have imported that structure. So you need not to
Yeah.
import it. You can make use of the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing here, if you have created any source structure earlier, you can reuse that one. That means you can, because structure is same. At the time you can use it. You need not to import it again and again.
Yeah.
In our last session, we have imported source as well as target because we don't have the structure of this
Source
file,
and target.
right? Source and target structures are not there. That's the reason you have imported both of them. Now you already have the structure, so you need not to import it again. You can just directly drag and drop it here because all the data is there. Okay.
Yeah.
And now how to create the target?
Using the target, we just again target call.
You can go to target analyzer and create it. Or what you can do here, you can
First drag in. Yeah.
go here and create and add target. So here, what it is saying, target definition is FF1, right? Now we have to, if you see here, it is created. SQ underscore employees underscore FF1, if you see this name. So this was created here, right? So we go here, okay, drag it into target analyzer and double click on it, okay? Then change it to data type to, okay? Database type to change it to flat file, okay? Because we want to load the data into flat file automatically. Okay, I'm discarding the changes now. Automatically, how it is creating the target? It is creating it as an Oracle table. Okay. So what we have to do, we want to load the data into a table. That's the reason. Go here and change it to flat file. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear? And here
Yeah.
you can rename it target underscore employees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to change anything like comma delimited or tab delimited, everything you can do it here. Okay. Column delimiters. As of now, I'm making it as comma delimited only. And then I'm applying it. Okay. Now go to the mapping section. Now here, if you see, it is converted to flat file. Okay. And rename your transformation as well. Target underscore employees. Okay. Now you have renamed it, apply. Okay. Now what you have to do?
We connect.
Okay. Now we have to connect all the ports. Okay. You call this as ports. Okay. Here in Informatica, all these are columns in your file, right? In file, you will call them as fields or columns. In table also, you will call them as columns. In Informatica, you will call them as ports. Okay. Here you can see port. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear? Now what you have to do, just select everything because sequence is same here and here, right? First name, last name, middle name, everything is one-on-one mapping is there. Okay. So you can just link it here. So all the things will be linked. Okay. Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Now what you have to do?
Save it. Control S and
Control S. So it was saved and it is saying like this mapping is valid. That means there are no errors. Okay. Now what you have to do?
Workflow manager.
You have to go to workflow manager. Okay.
Repository.
Expand it, connect it to your repository, enter the password. Now go to training folder. Okay, your workflows are there. What is this? Your training batch 2 is there.
Yeah.
So I can create one more workflow, or I can create the session in the same workflow as well. Okay, let's create it in the same workflow. Now what you have to do, you have to go and select session. Here you will call this as a session task. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the terminology? In designer, you will have mapping. Okay. In workflow, you will create workflow, and in that you will create session. Okay. So here you have to go and select session. Select, click here. Then which is your mapping here?
Target file, M file, employee tab.
Target employee file is a mapping. Further, you want to create a session because that's what you want to run. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm clicking OK. Okay. Now, if you double click on it, you can open it. It is automatically giving the name. Okay. Then go to properties. And now here you can see all of these things. We can check it out afterwards. Go to mapping. See here. Now you have sources. Target. There are no transformations. Now click on this one. So it is a file reader, right? That means you are reading it from a file. If you are reading it from a database, it will be different. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is our file only. So let's keep it file reader only. Okay. Now if you go down here to the properties, what you have, tracing level and everything. So we need not to worry about this. Input type is file. Okay. And then you have this PM source file directory. You don't have the source file name here. Okay. You have to give the source file name where it is available. So if you go to the path, it is available under source files. So this PM source file directory is nothing but it will give the path automatically till source files. Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, whatever we are selecting, that you need to give in the source file name, or you can give it here as well. So here, what is the extra folder we have? Training is the folder, right?
Yeah.
Let me take it here. So what I'll do is here, I'll just write it. Okay.
Yeah.
Training. I'll just give training and then slash. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what is your file name? Just if you want to give the file name here, you can give it. Let me copy it. Employees. Employees dot.
Don't give anything. Also, it reads, right?
What?
We don't if you don't mention the source file name. Also, it reads
It will
the
not
source.
read. It will not read. So let's try it out. Okay. You are having that doubt, right? We will not give it. Okay. Because you are not telling it now where it, because here multiple files are there. Then how it will come to which file it needs to read. You got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the reason how to give the file name here. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you go now, you are having doubt, right? So employees one I will give. Will it work?
No.
Because you don't have any file name, any file with that particular name, right? You have only employees.csv. Do we need to do anything else? Nothing. So we have set up the source, right? Now go to target. Now in target, it is also file writer, right? So we are loading the data in file. So it is a file writer. So now come down. Okay. Create a target directory. We don't want to create anything. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so now if you see here, header, command, footer, all of these things are not required. Okay, output type is file, output file directory is target file directory. Okay, Ashok,
Yeah.
you can hear me, right? You are the only person. Okay, how to make sure that you
Yeah.
are okay. Okay, so target file directory means which path it will refer to? It will refer
Source
to
files.
info shared, and inside this you will have target files. So here it will refer. Okay.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
So
Got it.
now, if you go here, target file directory means it is referring to that. After that, output file name, it is automatically giving as target underscore employee one dot out. Okay, this is what it is giving. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you want to change
Yeah.
the target file name. If you want to
If
change
you want,
it, okay,
we
target
can.
underscore
Yeah.
employees and dot CSV. Okay, I want to change it as dot CSV. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to give here capital letter for T. Okay. TGT underscore employees also I want to give capital letter. So where it will create the file, it will go to this directory. This it will create this file. So what is the directory inside this target files? It will create it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do so. Let's go and create within this. Okay, it's already there in text format. Okay. Now, if you go to training, let's go and create inside the training. Okay.
Yeah.
For that, what you need to do, till target file, there is a path. Okay. Now here you can just give it. Okay. Slash. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here training slash target underscore employees dot CSV. Okay. Now it will go to training folder and there it will give this one. Okay. Let's apply. Okay. Click on apply and then okay. Then what we need to do?
We need to connect them.
You need not to connect here. It will work because at least one of the session should be connected. Okay. So let's see what we have. Okay. Now here nothing is there in the log. I am pressing Control S. Is it saying valid?
Yeah.
And it is updated. So you can connect it. Okay. But it is not mandatory. Without connection also it is valid. Last time it is failed if you are not connecting it, right? Why?
Yeah.
The workflow, inside the workflow, at least one session needs to be connected to start button. Okay, start task. That's the reason it is failed on that. Or it is saying like invalid. Okay. But you need not to connect each and everything, but it is good practice. You can't leave it like this. If you leave it like this, what will happen? You will schedule the workflow at the time. These things you won't run. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is the mapping. This is what we want to run. Okay. Right click and start task. Okay. If you want to run only this one, you have to right click on, you have to select this session. Okay. You have to select this session. Okay. And then right click it, start task. Now, did we open the monitor here?
No.
No. So it will automatically open whenever you are starting the task. Okay.
Yeah.
Start the task. It is trying to execute the task. And now see here, it is executing it. Now what it is saying, it is failed. Why it is failed?
There is no connection.
Process cannot access the file because it is being used by another process. What it is saying here, operating system, this is the error message, right? So here it is failed. Once you double click on it, here you can see on the below error message. What it is saying, it is giving the entire path of the file. All right.
Yeah.
Here below, what is the error message you are seeing? Operating system error message. The process cannot access the file because it is being used by another process. That means it is saying like the file is being used by some other process. So I can't access this right now. Kargate is saying, okay.
Yeah.
What we are doing, are we doing anything with this file?
Yeah, we just mapping.
No, we have opened that particular file, source file, right?
Yeah.
We have opened it on our system. That's the reason it is not able to read the file. For that, what you need to do, you have to close it.
Yeah.
Okay. Till now, that file was opened with us. That's the reason it is assuming that it is being used by someone. That's the reason it is like it don't want to read that particular file. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now what we can do? Now we have closed it. Let's retry it. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's retry. So what you can do? You can go to workflow again. You can click on right click on this one. You can click start task. Okay.
Yeah.
Or what you can do? You already have a session here, right? Whatever the session you want to run. You can right click on this. You can restart task. Okay.
Yeah.
Now if you
Yeah.
restart task again, it will run. So now what happened? Everything is succeeded, right?
Yeah.
It is succeeded.
Yeah.
Now you double click on it. The information will come below. Just minimize this. Go to source or target statistics. Here you have read 296 records from source and you have loaded the 296 records into target employees. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what we need to do? Now it is completed. Can we look at the file? Now go to target file. Okay. Go to training. Now is it created? Earlier we have only one text file. Now you have CSV file is generated. Now open this. You can check the data. Okay. Now see here.
Yeah.
It's happening. You got all the data. Is there anything missing here?
No.
Your header is not there. If you see, is header coming here?
No, first name. Yeah.
It is not there, right? So let's close it. Okay, let's not save it. Okay, because we don't want to do anything. Go to workflow. Okay, now let's set up the header. Okay.
Yeah.
Now go to mapping, your target, show set file. Just let's click on set file. Okay, go to advanced. This is different and show session level properties. Okay, so merge type, no merge, PM, create target directory, header options. Here, output field names. Okay, here we have given no header earlier. Okay, let me cancel this. If you double click on it, okay, go to mapping, go to your target because header should come in the target, right?
Yeah.
So now come down. Okay, here header options. You don't have any header here, no header. That means header is not coming. So here select output field names. That means whatever the output field names are there. Output field names are what are the field names here? This is first name.
Last name.
These are the output field names, correct?
Yeah.
Output field names. Just give output field names. Press OK. And now what we need to do? We have to save it. We have to save it first. Okay. Now it is valid. Now let's go ahead and rerun it. Okay.
Yeah.
Starting the task. Now monitor won't be opened automatically. Here it is already there. So you have to go here and you have to give it. So see here. Now all the data got loaded. Okay.
Yeah.
Just now we started it, right? Now let's go to target and then check it out. Now refresh it. Okay. Now go here.
Yeah.
Now you got the names here. You got the headers, last name, middle name, and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you understood how to do it.
Yeah.
So are you clear?
Yeah.
So what we learned now, as of now,
from file, how to load from file to file.
Yeah. So we have. So let's go step by step. So today, as part of the session, what we did earlier, we have learned how to load the data from file to table. Now, what we did, how to load the data from file to file. So for that, you need to have a file as a source, target as a target also a file. Okay. Source is a file, target is a file. For file structure, we already imported the structure earlier. So that same structure we are using it here. Then what we did, we have create, because file target is not available for us earlier because we have just loaded the data into table. Okay. So file structure is not available. So we right click, we choose to create and add target. So you have created the target. Okay. Now we went to target analyzer, target designer. Okay. And then we drag and drop our target, whatever we have created just now. Okay. And then what we did, we went ahead and then changed the database type to automatically it is giving Oracle. So we have changed it to flat file. Correct.
Yeah.
Once we did it, we came to mapping designer and then linked all the columns here. Okay. And also we have renamed target tape, target file transformation name. Okay. And then what we did, we went to workflow. We went to the existing workflow here, whatever we have created. Inside that, we have created a session task, right? Once you create the session task, you have given the path here. Okay. You gave the path where the file is available. And then you have chosen the path where target file needs to be stored. Okay. And then here for the first run, we did not set up any headers. So the file was generated without headers. Okay. Now after the first run, we have chosen the output field names as the header. So there the headers are coming now. Once you choose this output field names and run the session, headers are coming. Okay. Here we came and set up the output file name as well as target underscore employees. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can I change the name here?
Yeah, we can.
Now, underscore 2 I'm giving. Now, what will happen? If you give underscore, what will happen?
It will update it.
It will update means like what it will update?
The mapping here, the file name change, output file name change.
Output file name, will it update here? If I go and check it here, it will update?
No.
What it will update then? Now I changed it to target underscore employee underscore 2. The output file name is, this is what I'm giving. What will happen with this change?
You apply changes, okay.
Okay.
Then it, then we can,
I'm just trying to save it, saying like there are no changes. Okay. Now what will happen? Now I've changed it. Earlier target underscore employees is there. Now I'm giving target underscore employees underscore 2. So what it will do is, if you run the session, it will create a file with this name. Okay, it will create a file with this name. Whatever the file name you have given here, it will create a file with this name. Earlier, what we gave, we have given this one. That's the reason it created with this file name. Now, what we'll do if you run it, it will create with underscore 2. Okay, I'm starting the session. You go here, it is succeeded. Okay, now if you go and check in your file explorer, you got it. So you can, if you change the file name over there, automatically it will generate the file here with that name. It won't touch the another file. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Now let's go to the mapping that we have created here. Yes, yeah.
Here we are creating many sessions, right?
Yes.
So when we run a session, so it also runs the first session which we created.
No, did it run here? If you go here, I'm running only target employee file. It is not running in the same session, in the same workflow. I have this session as well. DB employees. Is it running?
No.
It is not running. Whatever you have chosen, and here you are just selecting, right? Like start task. You're just running this task, so it will run. Okay. If you right click and start workflow, then it will run whatever is linked to your start.
Okay, on empty space, if you click and run the workflow, it runs all the sessions.
It won't run again if you are, let me just start workflow here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now go to your monitor and see here what it is doing. It is just running DB employees. it is not running this one. Why it is not running this one?
We didn't connect the.
Yes, correct. So for your start, whatever is connected, only those things will run. Okay.
Okay.
Now, for example, I link this one to this. Now both will run or not?
No.
Let's go ahead and check it out. Here both will run because everything is linked, right? Whatever is linked, it will run. Okay. So what it is saying, like you have to start the workflow here. You have started and it is linked to this one, so it will run. Once it is completed, again it is linked to this one, so it will run. Okay. Whatever is interconnected, all those things will run. It is not like you have to connect to only start. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and then start the workflow. What it has to do now, okay, the folder is modified because we linked it, right? So we have to save it. Okay. And once you save it, it is saying like valid. Now go to right click on it, start workflow. Now see here, DB employee started, completed, and then target employees is running, right? Both of them are not started at the same time. If you see here, the timing is 35 seconds, 37 seconds, and then after that it was triggered, right? Both of them were not triggered in parallel. If you link both of these to start, everything will run in parallel because they are at the same level, right?
Yeah.
It is the first step, and then after that it is second step. If you make this also as a first step here by linking it to start, then both will run at the same time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now, can I run only this session? Now everything is interlinked. Can I run only this session?
Yeah.
How can you run?
Right clicking on it and start.
Start. What I have to do? Right click and then
Start task.
yes,
down.
because start task means it will run only this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here as part of this session, what? Yeah, tell me.
No,
Something?
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't ask anything. I'm just
Okay, so here as part of this session, what we are doing, we are loading the data into target underscore employees underscore April 21, right?
Yeah.
So can we change this? Can we change the target table name?
Yeah, we can.
How can you change it? Now I want to load the data. Again, same thing, same file data. I want to load it into some different table.
Yeah, we go to target table. And we select here, we change the file name.
Where we need to do? Tell me.
Target employees.
Yeah, this one or here in the designer.
No, we can change it. We can.
Okay, now came here. You want me to select this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've selected it.
Okay, it's connected to database, so we need to apply it in the mapping.
Okay, now if you go to mapping, what is happening here? Now you have to select another one, right? So DB employees. So you are selecting DB employees. So what I need to do here?
Go to mappings.
Mm-hmm.
There we need to change the file, rename the file. In
Where
the down.
here?
We already
This
mapped
one?
the file, right?
This one?
In the left side.
This one?
Left side we have mapping, so in the down.
Okay, here it is there. Yeah.
So if you go to employees April 21 and right
So
click
do I
on
need to go here? Do I need to go here or here? Which one I need to go? Tell me.
we can change it in the mappings.
Okay, this is the mapping. Okay, I'm going into mapping designer. Okay, here what I need to change?
DB employee.
Here, do I need to change this name?
Yeah.
So if you change the name, it will automatically load it into some different table.
Yeah.
No, it won't like that.
The
Okay.
same table, but
Design
renames.
No. This is like structure. Okay. This is structure of your target. Okay. With the same structure, if you want to load the data into some other table, what you can do, as of now, you are loading the data into April 21, right? So if you see here, select star from, what is the table name? Employees underscore employee 21, right? So here the data is available. Okay. Now you can look at the tables as well here. Okay. And now let me refresh it. So these are the tables. Okay. So now I want to load the data into April 24. Okay. Now this is same structure. Right? Your target source structure is not changed. Target structure is not changed. So only thing what I want to change is, instead of loading the data into underscore April 21, I want to load the data into target underscore employees underscore April 24, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So for that, what you have to do is you have to go to the workflow manager. Go here. Here for the file, earlier I have loaded the data into which one? Employees.csv, right? Target underscore employees.csv. Now with the same structure, I want to load the data into some different file. I have just changed the file name here, output file name, right?
Yeah.
So it is loading the data to that. So here also, if you want to load the data into some other table with the same structure, okay, again I'm repeating, with the same structure, okay.
Yeah.
So what you have to do here, you have to go to, okay, this DB employees is the session. Just double click on it, go to mapping, go to targets, okay, go to mapping, double click on your session, okay, double click on your session, go to mapping, your targets, because target you want to change, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So go to targets and go to properties. Okay. Come down here. If you come to the end, what will happen? You have target table name, right? Here to give your target table name. Okay. Employees underscore April 24. This is the table name. This is into this table. I want to load it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me just here. I'm applying it. Okay, apply. Okay, pressing OK. Now Control S. It is saved and it is valid. Okay. Now let me just run this one. I can run it from here, or I can go to monitor. Then I can just select this DB employee. So right click on it. Restart task. If you click restart workflow from task, what will happen in this workflow? Whatever is there after this, okay, whatever is there after this task, everything will run. Okay, whatever is there before this transformation won't run, but whatever is there after this transformation will run. Okay. Not transformation, after this task, whatever is there after this task will run. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
So here, what we need to do, we just want to run this one. That's the reason. Just give restart task. Okay. Now see here, it is saying like table or view does not exist. Okay. What it is saying? You see the error saying like table or view does not exist. So what we have done here, we have given some table name here, target employees. Okay.
Yeah.
PreSQL, PostSQL. Here we have given the target table name, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here, if you go to your Oracle database, you don't have employees underscore April 24, right? That's the reason it is saying like you can't load the data into this table. Okay. You can't load the data into this table because this table is not available over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we need to do now?
We need to create a file. Create a file in the
Do you need to create a file or a table over there?
Table over in the SQL.
Okay, just a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there should be an option for us. Okay. Which will automatically create the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Target load type insert. Let me just check that option. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just check that. Okay. So for now,
Yeah.
what we can do is let's go ahead and then get the schema. How to get the schema for your target table here? Go to target analyzer,
Target and
select which one we are loading into
file.
Oracle, right? Now to select
Yeah.
this object, target object, go to targets, generate and execute SQL. So you want to have the script for create table.
Create
Okay. So
generate SQL file.
instead of this, what we can do, let's change the path here. We select downloads. Okay. Okay. And download, generate the SQL file. Now it is successfully generated. Go to downloads. It is there. Okay. Let me change it to Notepad++. So that script will come. What you can do, take this script, go here. Now you have to change your table name to April 24, right?
Yeah.
Now you are creating the table. Okay. Just select this. Now I'm running this. So April 24 is created now, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to monitor, as it is saying like table or view does not exist. Or to go here, DB employees, it will create it. Right click and then restart.
Restart as.
So here you see now it is succeeded because the table is available. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me just select star from your table. Okay.
Yeah.
Now is the data available?
Yeah.
Now we have created a table and load the data into it. Okay. How many records are
Yeah.
available in this table? In this table now?
296.
296. Now, shall I reload the data again into the same table? What you have to do if you want to again load the data into April 24?
Again, we need to
Again, we need to
click on it.
Yes. Again, if you run it, what it will do? Again, it will fetch the data. Again, it will load to the file. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm doing restart task. So let's see what is happening here. I have loaded the data. Correct.
Yeah.
So how many number of records will be there in this table?
296.
But you have 592. Why?
Taken two times.
So we ran it 2 times. Because of that, it loaded the data. Again, it is loaded the data into the table. So for the first run, you have around 296. For the second run, you have 296 records. So in total, you have 592 records. Correct?
Yeah.
But every time, I don't want to just insert the data. Whatever the data is available in this table, I have to remove it and then I have to reload it. Okay. Yeah. So before loading the data, I should remove all the data from the table. Okay.
Yeah.
So the requirement is before loading the data into this table, you have to remove all the data and then reload it as a fresh one. You should not have any data which was loaded in the past. Okay.
We can change it in the workflow monitor.
Yes.
Manage.
Workflow monitor. Okay. Go here. Go to mapping. As it is in the target, go and select the target. In target, you have an option to truncate table option. You have to select this. So when you select this, it will truncate. Truncate means you learned it, right? It will remove all the data from your table. Right? I'm applying it and then pressing OK and then saving it. Then I'm right clicking on it and then starting the task. See here it is running. Now it is succeeded. Okay. Now if you go and check in your table, how many number of records should be there? Is it 592 plus 296 or only 296?
296.
Now let's check it out. Now you got it. So it is removing all the data whichever is there earlier, and then it is doing the fresh load of the data.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt so far in today's session? Anything
No.
that you're not clear or you want to know more information about it?
No. Till now
Good,
I am
right?
clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we have learned today, let me go ahead and write it here. So what we have learned today, loading the data from file to file. Data from file to file and file to table, right?
Yeah.
Also loading the data into different tables of same structure without doing any changes in the mapping. Right? Did
Yeah.
you do any changes in the mapping?
No.
If you go to the mapping, you did not do any changes, right?
Yeah.
What did you do? Just you went to workflow and then you just clicked on mapping, clicked on target, and then you change the target table name. That's it. Okay. Did you
Yeah.
do anything else apart from that? Nothing. So if it is of the same structure, you can directly change it in the workflow manager and then load it over there without doing any changes to the mapping because it is of the same structure into some different table, right?
Yeah.
Again, what else we did? Loading the data from, okay, loading the data in different files, right? For that, what we have changed?
Yeah.
Change the file name
Just the path.
in workflow manager in corresponding session, right?
Yeah.
And how to generate the target file with sign
From
without header, right? We have generated it with header and without header, correct? How to load the data into table by truncating it, okay?
Yeah.
What else we have learned today? How to create
multiple session connections.
Multiple sessions within the same workflow, okay?
Yeah.
What else? How to connect different sessions, okay?
Yeah.
Now, one more thing I'll show you. Let's go to workflow monitor. So I don't want this to run. So what I need to do?
Just right click on it and
So I don't want, I have to start the workflow, but only this needs to run. This should not run. What are the options I have?
we just right click on the session which we need to. No, the one which we need to run.
Oh, this again start task means only it will run. But I want to click on start workflow, but it should not run for me. So that what you can do, you can remove this link. Right?
Yeah.
To remove this link,
yeah.
Whatever is linked to start, and after that dependency workflow sessions only will run, right? Start is linked to this session, and this session is linked to whichever other sessions, only those will run. Other sessions won't run. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we have seen earlier, right? Now you have removed the link, it won't run. But I don't want to even remove the link. Link should be there as it is. Everything should be interconnected, but it should not run. What you can do, you can double click on it. Okay, you can disable this clause, then apply. So what will happen? You are disabling this. Disable means it is turned into gray color, right? You can see here, right? Differentiation here to this one, this one. It is enabled, this is disabled. So when you disable this, it won't run, even though it is connected. Let me go ahead and check it out. Okay. What you can do, what is the other way of starting the workflow? You can click on the workflow here. You can restart. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it running? So it is DB employees ran, and after that it is triggered target employee files one, but it is what it is saying? It is disabled. So it did not run it. Okay, only it ran this one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what did we learn? Different ways of running sessions inside the workflow. Okay.
Yeah.
And different ways of triggering the workflow as well as sessions, right?
Yeah.
We know like we can trigger it from workflow manager as well as we can trigger it from monitor as well. And here also we know how to trigger your session specifically, and also you know how to trigger all the tasks from that all the sessions after that particular task. So what you need to do, you have to click on restart workflow from task. So that means what it will do from the task, whatever is there after that, all those things will be triggered, right? You want to trigger only workflow directly for all the sessions, whatever is available in that. So you have to click on restart. Or if you want to trigger it from here, go here, just place your mouse on the white space, then right click it. Okay. Then you will have option like start workflow. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Any doubts in today's session?
No, I'm
Okay, then let's meet tomorrow. That's today's session. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.